Hi everyone, my name's Anna Kwan and I'm a pre and postnatal specialist with Tangram Wellness in Singapore. I've got a short video for you today on how to reactivate your TA muscle once you've had a baby. So this is really important for all new mums about to embark on an exercise regime. This really needs to be addressed first. Failing to do so could result in chronic low back pain, low back injury, pelvic floor dysfunction. You could worsen any case you already have, a diastasis recti. It really needs to be thought about in advance of any exercise regime you may take on. Okay, so what is your TA muscle? Your TA is your transverse abdominal muscle. This is the deepest set of abdominal muscles and it basically wraps all the way around your torso. It kind of acts, if you imagine, like a corset, keeping everything really tight together, and it acts to stabilize your lower spine and pelvis before movement occurs. Now, the reason this is a problem postpartum is because during pregnancy your uterus expands and basically stretches your TA to the point where it loses its ability to function properly. Now, you imagine this over the course of 9 months. The connections which go from your brain to your TA muscle are going to get fewer and fewer, to the point where postpartum you literally have to retrain your brain to connect with your TA muscle. I mean, after all, you can't strengthen a muscle unless your brain's connecting with it. Now, the good news is, with continued practice of isolating and contracting your TA muscle, the neural pathways between the brain and the TA muscle will eventually improve, and your brain will remember to contract the TA muscle before a movement occurs. This is going to reduce any chances of low back pain, injury. It's actually also going to allow your superficial muscles to move closer together, reducing any diastasis recti you may be suffering from, and eventually it will flatten your stomach. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to activate your TA muscle. So the best way to do this is actually to lie flat on your back, keep your knees bent hip distance apart, relax your head down. Now I'm just going to roll my t-shirt up, actually it's probably been a little bit easier for you to see. Now, first of all, you need to locate your hip bones. Okay, this is the two bony bits on the top there. So if you place your fingers there, now you need to make sure you found neutral spine to start with. So you don't want your pelvis tilted posteriorly to flatten it down. You don't want it arching up either. So somewhere midway between those 2 points is your neutral spine. So if I take it to midway and hold it into position. Now remember, in this position you're not using any other muscles for this contraction, so try not to squeeze your glutes, try not to let your ribs flare out, try not to let your stomach pooch up. Okay, so you're just holding your back in neutral. So going back a bit again, so hands on your hip bones. From there, if you just take your fingers slightly further down and inwards and just let them rest on that band of muscle there, which is actually your TA muscle. Okay, now there's 2 muscles which you also need to activate along with the TA, which will actually help you activate the TA muscle. Those 2 muscles are your pelvic floor muscles and your diaphragm. Now, your diaphragm is the muscle which controls your breathing, it controls respiration. So the best way of engaging your TA is to start off with some long, deep breaths. So all I want you to do is breathe in deeply and breathe out. And breathe in deeply and exhale. Now, to activate your TA, after you've inhaled deeply, on the exhale, what you're going to do is imagine your pelvic floor lifting and you're zipping yourself in from the inside. You want to push your stomach down as if you're pushing your abs in towards your spine, and doing this zipping action you'll feel a slight tension underneath your fingers, which is actually your TA tightening. So you're going to hold it there. You're breathing normally now. You're going to hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so I'll just show you that one more time. Your back's in neutral, your hands are on your hip bones. Walk slightly inwards and you'll feel the band of muscle. Breathe deeply first, remembering on the exhale, you're going to zip in, lift your pelvic floor, zip in like a corset through your inner core, take your abs in towards your spine, and I can feel that tightening now, and I'm going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Now this exercise may seem really basic, but I mean you can literally start doing this as soon as you're comfortable after delivery. You really need to engage your TA and get that connection back between your brain and your TA muscle before you move on to any vigorous exercise. Failing to do so, as I've mentioned before, you're going to suffer from lower back pain, pelvic floor dysfunction, diastasis recti, which can get worse and worse, and you want to lose that mummy tummy, so this is the way forwards. Thank you.